You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals. We're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade. We are excited to be here on RIP Radio Network. Guys, we have a action. Look, I don't know why accounting just seemed like so action-packed to me, but guys, look, we literally have an action-packed night for you tonight. So go ahead on, get your phones ready, give me a call soon, 301-232-5700. Look, it's so much going on right now in the world, but we're going to just focus on money, business, and entrepreneurship. So guys, look, please bear with me if my voice go out. I am running off barely any sleep, vitamin C, tea, and coffee, and trying to get my life and energy back. So if you hear my voice go out and then come back, or I take a deep breath, remember, I'm still recovering, but I got to keep moving. So look, are you really playing games with your business with the IRS? Like, that's what we about to first start off. Because, you know, for all my people that follow me on Facebook, and if you're not following me on all things social media, you are literally missing out. You want to follow me on all things social media. I'm Folasade, the accountant, Folasade, the accountant. Follow me on all things social media. So today I put out there on social media that, I was in an audit with my client. So that's what we're going to talk about first session. But before we go right into the first session, we're going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. thank you so much for the quick little break. So guys, if you're not following me on all things social media, go and follow me, Folasade, the accountant, on all social media. Look guys, so today I'm sitting in an audit with one of my clients, and you know, I'm not new to IRS audits and stuff like that, but what kind of like lit me up about this whole situation today, and I got to get really comfortable. So if you see me slouching, right, don't judge me, right? I got to get real comfortable for this discussion that we're having tonight. So I'm working with my client. This is one of my really good clients. So he basically do everything I ask him to do. You know what I mean? He might drag his little feet. You know, most of y'all entrepreneurs do. Y'all drag y'all little feet, but you still get it done. You know, we ask you, you know, do this, do that. So this client, basically, I've been doing his books and everything for the past 3 or 4 years. You know, multiple 6 figures, mid 6 figures, not low 6 figures, mid 6 figures. And the business is still not making that much of a money because it's a brick and mortar and just so many other different details, a lot of parts and just investments. That's normal for their industry. Their industry don't normally break even and really make a profit until they make about maybe 1.5 million a year. So we're in the audit today, y'all, and long story short, we got everything in order, y'all. So like the agent was like, all right, so what's this? I'm like, boom. Throwing flames at him. All right, this it. Bam, here you go. Here go this document. Boom. All right, so you want to match the total up to the tax return? All right, here you go. Put that on the cake, right? Light the flames on the cake, right? Everything. Like literally, when I go into an audit, guys, I'm well prepared. My client is well prepared. All they just need to do is just sit back and relax, or they don't even have to show up, right? So I don't know if the fact that we were so organized and so detailed and had all the stuff in order, but he kept generalizing. And basically, what I basically want to just say to all my viewers of the Money Zone is that it is you against the IRS. It is us against the IRS. It is, and that's basically what was transferred and transpired during the conversation today. Like he was like, "Oh, so you ready to go to war?" Like straight up, y'all. Like he was like, "Oh, you ready to go to war?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go to war with you." But I know when to be quiet and I know when to back. Me and my client was ready to get out of there. We couldn't even finish up the war or whatever. So yeah. So basically, even if you are a business person and you got your stuff in order, it is no way you entrepreneurs can handle your audit or handle working with the IRS without a professional like myself. It is no way you're going to be able to figure out all the deceptiveness and all the questions and the shadiness that they asking you, that in turn, it's all accounting stuff, so they can now figure out if you got to stash your money somewhere, or if you hiding money, or if they done missed out on something. So I'm going to basically be really honest with you guys. It is no way that if you are a business person and you don't have bookkeeping, you're going to ever come out on top of the IRS when you get audited. So if you are not doing your bookkeeping for your business and you're listening to the sound of my voice, you're watching the Money Zone, me, Folasade, on RIP Radio Network right now, I want to be really honest with you. This is not the time for you guys to be playing, "Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be in business, so I don't want to hire an accountant. I'm not sure if my business is going to work, so I'm not going to do my bookkeeping." This is not the arena to do ifs, and I'm not going to. The moment that you guys claim anything on your tax return, you have to prove it to IRS. And as a business person, if you're going to say you claimed or spent this into your business, you have to be able to back that thing up. And when I say like juvenile, back that thing up, like literally back it on up. Like basically document after document after document. Let me tell you how detailed my financial statements were for my client. So the agent said, "Hey, can you show me what the parts are for the client?" I said, "Oh, no problem. Let me go to the supplies and materials." Boom, 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 boom. Pulled out the ledger, shared the screen with the agent, and he said, okay, well, let's do a sample. So that means go through the transactions. So how many of you right now that's watching me don't have documents to back up your expenses, don't have paperwork and your bank statements and your credit card statements and your receipts and your invoices and your purchase orders to back up your expenses? If you don't, you're going to get killed by the IRS. If you don't have bookkeeping, you're going to be killed by the IRS. So basically, he said, okay, let's do a sample. Sorry, guys. Remember, I'm still a little bit over the weather, but I'm feeling good. Just got the little cough still left. So he said, let's go ahead on and do a sample. I said, no problem, because I already know I did the work. So his stuff is in order. So I said, okay, let's go. He got the bank statement. Y'all, it was like I was really on the field. My client felt the tension. It was like two smart accountants against each other. It was like war. Like this is exciting. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, this was like the WWE. No, forget about it. World War II, right? Old versus new school, right? So he like, all right, so give me a transaction. So I said, okay, all right, XYZ date, let's use the date. I said January 1st, 2016. He said, okay. I said the amount is $850. And he said, okay, all right, let me find it. So he go find the check, didn't even know where it was supposed to be on the bank statement. Go find the check and then say, oh, okay, so what was that for? I said, oh, it was for this particular item. And I had the item and the details, the check number, everything. So he went through like 7 of them, y'all, and got frustrated. And was like, well, it seems like everything is okay, but I'm still going to have to look at all of this and go through every. You talking about my client literally have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of checks. And he say, I'm going to go through all of them. And I'm sitting there thinking, as meticulous as my records are, and you know, if you are an accountant, the world of accounting is, you don't go through everybody's whole thing. You go through, let's say, 20% randomly. If you get a mistake out of that 20%, that means you need to do a full audit. But if you get no mistake, no errors, that means that there's a fair chance that 80% of the data is correct, right? So the agent don't really have to keep sampling data from that same pot of information. So normally we will agree and say, I agree to the term, or I agree on the record, I agree. Like literally, y'all, I agree on the record. And me and the agent will be like, okay, I agree on the record. And we put the time and the date and everything. And we move on. No, that didn't happen, y'all. We had meticulous records. We had everything in order. And this person still wanted to dig deeper. So how many of you entrepreneurs don't even have records to start off with? So do you know the less records you have, the more details and the more questions and the more challenges you're going to get from any agent? If you don't have your records in order, your bank statements, you're this, you're that, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to ask deeper questions. They're going to question your integrity. They're going to now say, okay, well, all right, well, since that doesn't look right, then I'm going to now look at this tax year. Well, since that doesn't look right, then I'm going to look at this. Well, since you can't provide this clear information, I'm going to look at this. Guys, like literally. If I don't win this audit for my client and he got perfect records, his business is just not that profitable like many of yours. If I don't win that audit, and I already told the agent, y'all know I'm kind of cocky, and I did tell him, I said, well, I'm expecting for a zero adjustment statement. Straight up, I'm expecting for a $0 adjusted statement, because he was going back and forth generalizing, saying that all small businesses are crooks. All small businesses don't have records. I've had every accountant come in here and say that they have all the records. And then when it's time for them to produce the records, they don't have the records. So it was kind of like he was shading me. So I had to kind of put the big body on him. Like, oh, you don't even know who you dealing with, right? So the moral out of this story, guys, is that I don't care how meticulous your records are or how empty or how, let me say your empty record processing, whatever your systems are. If you don't have your stuff in order, the IRS is going to cause you hell. The reason why I'm not really that frustrated, I'm just pissed because I'm thinking about all of you guys that don't have nothing. And you're claiming these business expenses on your tax return, and you're not even understanding that a system, a computer, can just pick your name out of a box and say, hey, send this person a notice because this doesn't look right. And they have all right to now dig into everything. When I tell you everything, like this man literally has a right to call all my clients. He has a right to call all my clients' banks. He has a right to call every third party that asks for invoices and payment records. Guys, they have unlimited control. So what does that mean for you as the entrepreneur? That means you have to make sure your records are tip-top in shape. So when they throwing you the book, and when they asking you for documents, and when they saying, hey, give me this, you're able to be just like me and my client today and be like, oh, here you go, and do the bow leg with it. Oh, here you go, and do the bow leg with it. Because it is you against the IRS. It is you and me against the IRS. And the reason why I'm coming here saying this is because if you don't have the stuff to back it up, this can be the next thing that closes your business outside of your inability to really make it work. The amount of money that my client is at risk right now, one tax year loan is $82,000. So I cannot come in there playing games, not ready. Because $80,000 plus another $80,000 if he open up another year, and then plus a possible another $80,000 if he open up another year, that's 816, that's $240,000. That all you small business entrepreneurs, y'all not even thinking that this can possibly happen to you. They have unlimited control. So what does that mean? You have to be in control over you and your finances and your accounting and your systems and your processes and your record keeping so you can back yourself up. Because nobody else is going to be able to do that if it don't start with you. The only way I was able to back that client up today and go in there strong was because he allowed me and hired me to do his bookkeeping. Because he allowed me to be his accountant and pay me every month. And the funny part about it is he was still resistant because he was just like all of you, not seeing the importance of working with somebody like me until today. He sat there and he said, Sade, this is what you go through. This is why you bother me all the time. Now I see. Whatever you need now, I'm going to give it to you. This is a headache. These people can destroy people's lives. You are going to allow the IRS to destroy your life because you're not trying to operate your business like a legitimate business person. A legitimate business have an accountant. A legitimate business does bookkeeping. A legitimate business does their stuff. I just told my client this. You don't fire your accountant because you're not making money. You go make money. You call them, y'all sit down, and you figure out how to make money. But you guys keep everybody else on the books, but not the person that you really supposed to be ringing up. Pick up the phone. I'm overwhelmed. Is there any suggestions? I don't know what to do with this record. What am I supposed to do? But you guys are not using your accountant, or you are just simply not hiring one. And that is going to be the barrier that prevent the IRS from coming and stomp on you and ruin your life. These people can take your businesses, your bank accounts, your houses, your cars, your savings, your Social Security, your retirement. They will ruin your college funds for your kids, your insurance savings, your cash surrender value of your insurance. They have unlimited access. But you guys think when I come on here every Tuesday on RIP Radio Network, guys, don't forget, give me a call sometime, 301-232-5700, or when I'm on live stream, that I'm just coming in here just to scare y'all. No, if you guys actually was able to be a fly on the wall when I'm working with my clients or when I'm doing an audit, you will actually come to me a little bit more correct. You'll probably respect me. Put some respect on my name, for real. Because you will already see, Folasade been warning us, man. Let me get myself in order, man. Let me do this. But you guys don't want. So I digress. Let me take a quick little break. RIP Radio Network, 301-232-5700. I'm Folasade on the Money Zone. Okay, guys, hopefully you stuck it out with us. Look, let me tell you something. If you don't think about nothing else that we talked about today on the radio show, on the Money Zone, guys, on Radio Network, just understand there's two things that you most definitely need to know when you're running your business. And that everything you claim on your taxes, you got to back it up. You have to be able to back it up. So many of you people are owing money for taxes, and the reason being is that you probably claimed somebody's children before, you done did some shady stuff, and it done caught up with you, but a lot of you are just mismanaging your finances, and even as an individual, even if you don't have a business, that is detrimental because you guys still have to back up everything as well. So you know how like when you're around Army vets and you like the only person that's a civilian and you feel out of place? Just know that every time you deal with IRS and you file that tax return, you're going to be out of place forever until you get your life in order with them. You're never going to have those peaceful nights. You're always going to have sleepless nights. You're always going to be concerned whether or not things were filed right or whether or not you did things right or what's going on. But in addition to you doing your accounting for IRS, you have to do it for you as a business person. So that's what we're going into in segment 2. Yes, you need accounting to back up your stuff so we can beat and crush the IRS, right? But you also need accounting so you can dominate and crush your industry and your business and live the life that you most want. So remember, one thing that agent said today, and he did speak a lot of good verbiage to my client for him to really see, that his accountant is really, really important and all of that stuff. And he was like, well, a lot of business people just don't understand that your bookkeeping and your taxes and your accounting, it all ties into each other. It's all one circle. It's all one big circle. So I'm going to tell you guys that same thing. And I always say this before the audit today. Every dollar that you spend in your business have to be accounted for in 3 areas: your tax return, your bank statement, and your financial statements. If they are not, you run a fair chance of just losing your business. And remember, 90% of small businesses get closed every year. And they said 82 of those 90, or 82%, right, fail because they're not managing their money well, not looking at the numbers, not doing their accounting, not doing their bookkeeping. And it seems like it's okay right now because you guys are just trying to figure it out. Oh, Folasade, I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, Folasade, I don't know if it's going to work. The IRS don't care about that. Your business growth don't care about that. The SBA don't care about that. The MBE don't care about that. The federal government don't care about that. Your future venture capitalists don't care about that. Your future investor don't care about that. Your future bank don't care about that. All they care about is 2 things. You run a business, run me my numbers. That's all they care about. And if you can't run them their numbers, they're going to make you run away and disappear and say bye-bye, because you're not going to be able to get the loan to take your business to the next level or to cover the expenses that you have now. You're not going to get the partner that you need because you're not going to be able to know, because you're not going to know if you have enough money to bring him on or if there's enough equity in the company to give him. You don't even know the numbers on what to even give him. You're not going to be able to get that loan because when the banks say, run me my numbers, you don't have no numbers, you have no financial statements. So you can't get a loan from the bank. But you guys think that that's okay. It's not okay to not see what's going in and what's going out of your business. It's not okay to say, I got a business, Folasade, but I don't know what's going on with my business. I don't know if my business is making money or not. I don't know how much money we made last month. I don't know how much money I kept last month. I don't know how much inventory cost me or how much inventory I sold. Like, those are key things. Take out the inventory part, because you may not even be a product-based business. If you are a service-based business, you still have to run the numbers. So basically, I want you guys to understand that it is you and your business against all outside parties. That's the IRS, that's the SBA, that's the MBE, that's everything, because you are the main person that has to have an intimate relationship with your finances. You are the one that's responsible for hiring the accountant so you can have an intimate relationship with your finances. You as the CEO are responsible for making sure your business have everything that it needs to be able to cover its expenses, to be able to see the numbers, and to be able to take your business to new heights. But guess what you guys are doing? You think this world of entrepreneurship is easy and it's a game. Stop belittling the most challenging aspect of mankind right now, because honestly, we need more entrepreneurs to be able to create things that help us be able to deal with the nasty lifestyle and the living circumstances that we're going to be dealing with. So we need entrepreneurs to be creating stuff and developing stuff and building businesses and creating solutions for all the world's problems. So this is not the time for you guys to think that it's okay to wing businesses. This is not the time for you to think that it's okay for you not to have your numbers. This is not the time for you to leave your dream on the table, because that's what you guys are doing. When you say, I'm not doing my accounting, when you say, I'm not going to see my numbers, when you say, I'm not going to control my business finances, when you say, I'm not going to use the numbers to take my business to the next level, you saying, I'm leaving my business on the table. I don't want it. I don't want it to grow. I don't want abundance. I don't want financial freedom. I don't want to bless the world with my gifts. That's what you're saying. Because if the IRS come on the door, they can snatch that opportunity right out of your hand. The average taxpayer cannot even afford an extra $3,000 tax bill from IRS, let alone a $50,000 tax bill that they might give you if you don't have your numbers in order, let alone $100 and something thousand tax bill. You're not going to be able to handle it. And I want you to be able to handle it, because that means you're not using the numbers to grow and scale your business in the areas that you see opportunity. And opportunity is only seen through your business, through the numbers. So when are you going to allow yourself the opportunity to be the best version of yourself? When are you going to allow your business to be able to make the money it needs, or be in the state that it could be in to get to that next level? When are you going to accept responsibility that you are the CEO and you are responsible for everything that happens for your business? Literally everything. Your inability to make money is your problem. Your inability to get clarity is your problem. Your inability to have systems and processes and all of this stuff, that is your problem. And as the CEO, that's what you're accepting responsibility of every day. It's not easy. Pick up your big boy panties and figure it out. And ask yourself, what do you need to take your business to the next level? So guys, before we close out, I'm going to give you 3 core reasons and 3 things really quick that you guys need as entrepreneurs. And the number one thing is you have to get the numbers. You cannot operate that business. Like, okay, so let me ask you something. What is not attractive about seeing your money grow? What is not attractive about seeing your business say, oh, well, Folasade, you made XYZ in the month of May, and holy cow, 6 months later, you've made double that. Like your bank statements don't tell you that. Your financial statements does. So the first thing you guys need to do, like my main man Marcus Lamona say, know your numbers. Know your numbers. Your numbers is going to set you free and allow you to gain control of your lifestyle and your business in areas that's unexplainable. Number 2, go out and do all that you can do. I don't know if Tim Ferriss ruined us with this 4-hour work week or what, but you guys are really seriously taking this 4-hour work week thing serious. It's like everybody want to become overnight success or be successful overnight in 4 hours. And you've only been out here for 1 year. I think on a radio show, the owner had put up there, Trump had put out 10-year anniversary next year, 2020. And I'm like, wow. Okay, 10 years. But most of you guys may think that the radio show only been around for like 2. I didn't know the radio show was around that long. So are you going to be around for 10 years? Are you allowing yourself to be around for 10 or 20 years? Are you giving yourself the opportunity to be around for 10 to 20 years? But it doesn't come trying to live off a 4-hour work week. It comes by giving your all. And a common thread I'm seeing through a lot of entrepreneurs is that we're not giving our all. We expecting things to pan out overnight. We are expecting to make 6 figures because XYZ say they make 6 figures. So I should be making 6 figures too. But you didn't know XYZ been putting in work for 8 years. XYZ was behind the scenes of XYZ brand for 4 years before he launched his 4 years ago. Nobody is really an overnight success. And the people that's popping off and working is the ones that's putting in the work behind the scenes. So number 1, know your numbers. Number 2, put the work in behind the scenes. It's more than a 4-hour work week out here. It's too much saturation, too much competition. The barrier of entry to start a business is so minimum. Everybody and their mother say they're going to be this person, they is overnight. So put in the work. And then number 3, stop self-sabotaging yourselves. I'm going to say it again. Because I know you probably like, I'm sabotaging myself. Stop sabotaging yourself. You guys go out. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business person. Partying. Girl, this entrepreneur life, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I got my own. It's real cute, right? And that's it. That's where it stops. So because you got so hyped saying, I'm an entrepreneur, right? You forgot that it requires number 2, which is that work. So you already then put out there in the universe that entrepreneurship is just about the glitz and the glam. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't even think one entrepreneur really even focuses that much on the glitz and the glam as much as y'all might think. I really don't think that. Like, they might come up with a creative idea, boom. Then they moving on to the next thing. while you guys are still dancing to that same tune, the same stunt you did last year, or the same success you had last year, you still dancing talking about I'm an entrepreneur, thinking that it's easy and that you can stop off that one success or that one TV show or that $1 or that one new client, that you self-sabotage yourself, because guess what? The next day you don't get back up with the same momentum. The next day you don't get up with the same drive. The same day you don't get up with that same hustle mentality. So let me give you guys an example of what I mean by that, and then we're going to close out for the day. So the month of March for me, guys, and I'm being a little intimate today, is one of the most difficult months for me. And my husband told me stop saying it, but I'm gonna say this is the last time I'm saying that the month of March is difficult for me, because every day going forward after tomorrow is gonna be amazing for the month of March. But the month of March is always challenging for me as an entrepreneur, because I lost my mother in the month of March. Her birthday is in the month of March. My daughter was supposed to be born on the day my mother died. She came 7 days later. I met my husband. I lost my family, like 3 family members in the same time. Like, I'm kind of like brutalized in the month of March. And then tax season is always challenging for me. So I kind of like burn out in the month of March. So while you may use all of that as an excuse to say, I'm going to sleep in. So like, for example, I was feeling a little bit under the weather since Saturday. But I knew it was just the devil trying to play the blessings, because I had the big webinar on Monday for you guys, the web series, right? And then I had the audit with my client today. Then I got the radio show. Like, I got a very busy week these next 2 weeks. I can't afford to be sick, right? So what I do, I drink green tea, vitamin C, drinking water, trying to do my things so I can still operate and be functioning. That's what entrepreneurs do. If you ask the average entrepreneur, we've probably worked almost every sick day of our lives. Unless our team was fully capable, when I mean fully capable, to do everything, then that's the day, and that's probably was a Saturday or Sunday. But it wasn't a weekday. So as an entrepreneur, and some people going to tell you differently, because it depends on their day and age when they coming into business, the type of business. If they just selling you the scam, saying that you can get rich quick, yeah, they going to say that's not true. But the real entrepreneurs are going to say, Folasade, you're right. You understand? That's what I went through. That's what I endured. That's what I'm still enduring, right? The real entrepreneur is going to tell you that regardless of what's happening, you got to still keep moving. Regardless of the sickness and everything, you still got to push. Because some people might say that, oh, that's your opportunity to slow down. You know what I mean? Everybody got that mixed thing. But then the entrepreneur in you is going to say, nah, no, God don't want me to slow down, because why would he give me the vision to do my webinar? I set it all the way up. Like, nah, a real entrepreneur is going to still keep pushing it and still going to do the everything sick. Mostly every celebrity you know of perform on stage sick. Remember, Michael Jordan won the daggone series. Sick as a dog, had the flu for like 6 games. And won. He showed up and showed out. And that same momentum Michael Jordan had, you have to have as an entrepreneur. That's what makes us so crazy. That's what makes us so misunderstood. That's what makes people don't understand what we are doing and really kind of envy us, because they don't understand how we still able to get up. So like, while I might leave y'all here today and I might look real, like my eyes are a little red and tired. I'm tired. You know, I ain't really get no sleep last night, so I'm running off like 3 hours of sleep too. Right? So I'm going to pass out when I get home, but not really. I'm still going to do my entrepreneurship schedule. Prepare for tomorrow and everything. So what am I saying? What is my message for the second session of the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network, right? is that entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart. It's going to require you to know and be intimate with your business in terms of your numbers. Okay? You're going to have to go ham at all costs and put in the work, because that 4-hour work week, that don't work until you kind of get very, very, very established. Like that's that big boy establishment status. Yeah, you can do 4 hours because everybody else doing the work for you. But until then, you got to put in the work. And you have to be completely unwavering with your goals and say, I'm going to make sure I make it happen. And the entrepreneurs that I'm finding today are weak. Y'all make my 6-year-old look strong. Because any hiccup, oh my God, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. You know, that doesn't work for entrepreneurship. Prime example, I went live yesterday with my web series. My Mac crashed, didn't even come up yet. I gave it to God. It'll come up tomorrow. I don't even know what's going on. I did an update and it never came back on. Went home, my computer crashed when I tried to do it, but I still pushed. My viewership was low, but it's okay. I still pushed and I still did it. And I'm here today and I showed up today. When are you going to show up and be completely unstoppable, be completely unwavering for the goals and the dreams that God put on your heart as an entrepreneur? He put something on your heart, just like this platform here, just like Radio Network. Without these opportunities and these platforms, I can't come and speak my voice and change your life. When are you going to be the beacon for somebody else's blessing? When are you going to be the platform for somebody else's blessing? When are you going to bless somebody else's with your platform? Because you're going to use your numbers to dominate. Because you're going to be completely unwavering. Because you're going to be out there and remain focused and have the momentum to continue to keep going, even if you're tired, even if your back is against the wall, even if you don't have no way of knowing if it's going to work out. When are you going to say enough is enough and I'm going to live the life that I dream of? And I tell you today, guys, as we close out this segment, and I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday, is this. The moment you figure out what you really want is the moment you're going to figure out that all you got to do is get up and do a little bit of work every day. That's it. And everything that you dreamed of, because God wouldn't have put it in your heart if he never said it was possible, and you can go out and do it. So just as much as the month of March was difficult for me, I'm turning it around, and I want you guys to turn it around, and I want you to say the month of March is going to be the month of momentum, the month of money, and the month that I gain complete control over my finances, my future, and my goals. And I'm completely in control, because that's how we rocking it out. As entrepreneurs, we have to kind of be happy-go-lucky all the time, because guess what? Nothing is guaranteed for us. We wake up every day not knowing how we're going to get paid. But that's what makes us so... Because that drive and focus, most admire, but most will never endure. So keep focused, entrepreneur. Know your numbers, stay focused, and let's go kill it. Guys, I'll see you guys next week. I'm Folasade I'm Folasade with the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network, guys. I'll see y'all next week. All right?